Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be a quick meeting, about an hour, not more than an hour. A little loud, little chit-chat about whatever Tuesday footage is going on in the blogs, meaning whatever's on IG and whatever was on the Dead brand, okay? I got about maybe 6 topics, so we will not be here that long, but I wanted to be sure to come talk about it today. Okay, so that tomorrow I can probably not have to come on live and just like premiere my Love and Hip Hop stuff tomorrow afternoon, okay? But I hope everybody had a great Tuesday. Y'all know Tuesday is a couple things. It is Taco Tuesday. It is Tequila Tuesday. It is TD Tuesday. Whatever tea you know that you do, whatever tea you do, celebrate that tea in your life, okay? I had a taco today, you know what I'm saying? Did not have no tequila. You know, I have titties, but I'm saying I indulged in a taco today. That's it. Okay, that's it. I hope whatever tea y'all love, y'all indulged in today and had a good time with it. Okay. Anyway, okay. Do not forget to do a couple of things around here. Do not forget to do what? Like the video. Okay, because it's the thing to do. Hit the little like button. Do not forget to also subscribe to my channel to become a JayBird, .. Okay, do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. And y'all know to comment in the comment section because it's a conversation between the people of the world. Okay, but thank y'all for being here. I was not gonna go live today. I literally just posted the whole link at like 9:05. Okay, so last minute, live or whatever. Thank y'all for being here for this. Also, thank y'all to those who will be watching the replay. But hi to the people. Happy birthday, Aura. Happy of the birth of the day. Okay, hello to other people. I don't really even discuss Boosie, K Nicole. Boosie is fully off my level of discussion because Boosie always saying, I forgot I'm here, y'all. Wait. Hi, okay, I am here. I forgot to put myself on camera. Boosie is somebody who I just choose not to even indulge in. Boosie is somebody who I choose to ignore. Boosie is somebody who I feel like is an idiot. Boosie is somebody who I feel like, sir, shut up. Okay, I saw him responding back to an old clip of Gabrielle Union speaking on her child, and for Boosie to say, "Oh, Dwayne Wade, likes penis," and at the end of the day, Boosie is always talking about somebody's penis, always. So I feel like what Gabrielle said was true. You have dick on your brain a lot, Boosie. You have dick on the brain all the time, and we don't have time to deal with it. So I don't follow Boosie. I don't really, I try my best not to have his thoughts in my head. He is just a complete idiot. A complete idiot. Okay? But hello, right, that part. Why that clip even resurface? I mean, clips of things people say resurface all the time. I don't think it's an issue with the clip coming back up. The issue I have was the way he responded to Gabrielle, as if Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade are not part of the black community. Boosie ain't no look. I don't know who support Boosie besides Ti. I don't know. I really don't. So Boosie is somebody, I rarely, talk about stuff Boosie do. Unless Boosie go live and cuss at the cops and he's sounding dumb and I may play a little live, whatever, I just ignore Boosie because he gets on my nerves. Okay. Anyway, y'all, as I said, and I hear hood booger. Boosie is an acquired taste. Boosie like chitlins. Boosie is like chitlins. Nobody wants to really admit how much they love chitlins, but people who love chitlins love saying how much they love chitlins. People who like Boosie don't really be saying it like Boosie unless they're around somebody else who like Boosie, and that's it. Boosie is like chitlins. I don't eat that shit. I don't do that shit. Nobody I know like chitlins. Nobody. Well, Rock says she like chitterlings. She does. But Rock don't like Boosie. So yeah, Boosie to me is like chitterlings. Some people like them. We don't know why. They know it's some nasty ass shit, but I put this on and I put that on and I love it. It's like best Boosie is, he chilling. Okay. But I want to get into the couple topics I have so that after that I can go to bed. Okay. Look, it's the end of the year. Y'all know that it's the end of the year, so y'all know it don't be that much stuff going on. But I have to still come around here and give y'all content because I am a content creator, and that's what we have. Now, yesterday's live was very, very fun. Okay, we was around here chatting, okay, about everything. And so today we're gonna get into the topics, let that be that, and then we're gonna all go to sleep. Okay? But hi to the people around here. Hello to the people. I know YouTube take a few minutes or whatever, sometime over that, to tell y'all we on live, especially if we, made a live at the last minute. I'm still trying to get myself back in the algorithm or whatever. That's saying you have to keep putting out content to be into that algorithm, and sometimes it's tiring. Okay, it's tiring. Now I know I put up the live video that Tokyo Vanity did going off on Carly Red Spice and that other Jen. Go back and watch that on my channel. I'm going to watch the episodes tonight. I'm probably gonna do a car conversation version of my review of the show. Because I don't think it deserves a full sit down, drag. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. I'm going to cuss them out in my own way and then move on. So that will be up sometime tomorrow afternoon around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. That's it. Okay. But let's get into what we got in here. Okay. So one thing, boom. Congratulations, confetti. She broke out with that man. I mean, it's not really a congratulation. Look, what I mean is she did what needed to be done. She said, "Get out of my face." Okay? Allegedly, according to sources, Nia Long and her boyfriend, I don't know, the IME man, Udoka, okay, broke up after 13 years together because this fool went out here and cheated on her with a staff member, got suspended for it, and made national news after cheating on Nia Long. Mm, mm, mm. But they're saying she left that man be. She left him alone. She's moved on. They're only focusing on co-parenting their son, who was around 11 years old. And I was like, good riddance to bad rubbish. Because of you wasn't even in Boston, but what, one season? You had just got there. Ain't no telling what other foolishness that man would get into. Cause the gotcha is always he like she didn't catch him. He had cheated, stopped cheating, got away with it, got in trouble for it. He never told her. So I don't feel not damn bit of sorry for him for her saying it's over. It's over. I'm done. Okay. So congrats to Nia Long for being fuck nigga free. Okay, right now. I know she may be sad. Okay, because again, look, Nia going through all kind of heartache because this is the bad thing. Even though we know he a piece of shit, and we feel like, you know what I'm saying, she need to be by herself and she don't need him. We have to remember she loved that man. They were engaged. She moved to Boston for that man because they were supposed to be a whole family, okay? And he fucked it up. So while we are celebrating her being single and nigga free, we also have to remember she's sitting around there heartbroken too because the man she was in love with broke her heart um publicly. Okay, I need to watch the episode. All this whole clip of oh yeah, the episode I heard was a doozy. See, I'm gonna watch it and do a whole little, you know what I'm saying, car conversation. Okay, about time. So glad woman out the group got out. Now there's need a few others to get a divorce. Look, people have to do what works best for them. But what I feel like you should look. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Some people cheat. We can't prevent folks from doing what they want to do. But my thing is you should not be out here cheating on me and embarrassing me publicly at the same goddamn time. That's the gotcha. Some folk don't mind their man cheating because they don't know. That's on them. So, I do feel like there are people who need to get who I think need to get divorced. Who I want y'all to name a couple. Put in a comment section who is a couple that you think need to break up or divorce. The only one I can think of right now off the top of my brain is Blueface and Krishan. Because I saw her on lip service. I saw her and him on lip service with Angela Yee, and she think they have a long-standing, long road, storm withstanding relationship. No, Blueface and Krishan, y'all should break up. But a couple I think that's married and need a divorce, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Yeah, these niggas is hustling backwards. Very much so. So yeah, I don't really want folks to get divorced because I can't think of a bad couple that needs to just be done. I can't think of nobody. They're not T.I. Not T.I. and Tiny. Look, I think T.I. Well, maybe Latasha and Rocky if that man really got the lady pregnant. T.I. and Tiny don't need to break up. The time for Tiny to leave T.I. was a long time ago. T.I. is currently being a good husband on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in, currently T.I. and Tiny are probably the best they've been in years because he's already everybody he needs to fuck or whatever. So is she, and they cool and chilling out now. They can stay where they at because she should have left him a long time ago. Yes, but now she ain't leaving now. She didn't dealt with all the BS and she love him, girl. Let it be, okay. But yeah, that is again good riddance to bad rubbish. And we hope and we wish and we pray for an unbroken heart for Nia Long and her to get herself a good man, Savannah. Okay, in the words of Whitney's mama on Way to Exhale. But yeah, we hope that happens how it's supposed to happen. Now speaking of T.I., okay, we're gonna move right along. T.I. was around here on his podcast, on the Expeditionally podcast or whatever, having a conversation. I do not know how old or how new the episode is, but T.I. talked about how he had a conversation with his dead cousin, and his dead cousin told him, yes, sir, go ahead and put all them charges on me. If you can go free, then blame me. I said, the dead man said that? I ain't never heard a dead man say that. But I don't know. Let me share my screen with y'all. because we have a couple of shared screen moments. Because I was like, I didn't know dead people have full fledged conversations. Okay, I did not know dead people can read the police report or the charges of their cousin. I didn't know that. But T.I. said he had a full fledged conversation with his dead cousin, and the dead cousin said, "It's okay, nephew or cousin, blame me." But let's take a little bit of a listen.
I have a gun. Why are we going through the court process? And so we caught no gun cases, two died. And, my lawyer said, well, I can make everything go away if it was Tremel's. After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
What to say?
Say, I take all the charges you got. If you can walk away free and put it on me, goddamn right.
So is that what boys giving you shit about because you put it on?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No. Don't nobody even know about that. I just volunteered. Don't nobody even know about that. I'm just being honest. Yeah. That's the only time I done never said or gave no information about nobody, because that's my cousin, my big cousin. He was dead, and he told me that it was okay. Police, pull us over. I have a gun. Why are we going through the court process? And so we caught no gun cases, two died. And, my lawyer said, well, I can make everything go away if it was Tremel's. After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
What to say?
Say, I take all the charges you got. If you can walk away free and put it on me, goddamn right.
So is that what boys giving you shit about because you put it on?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No. Don't nobody even know about that. I just volunteered. Don't nobody even know about that. I'm just being honest. Yeah. That's the only time I done never said or gave no information about nobody, because that's my cousin, my big cousin. He was dead, and he told me that it was okay. Police, pull us over.
Okay. Thought I hit the button, didn't hit the button. Okay. See, thought I hit the button, I did not. But y'all can hear me now. Hi, can you hear me? Hello. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, for me, I feel like, would you let, if you was, because if I'm dead, my cousin say, hey, I'm gonna use you as a scapegoat to get myself out of jail or out of prison, would I be upset? I feel like as long as you blaming the dead person does not hurt the family left behind, meaning a husband or a wife, children, as long as, like, if the person's a cop, you know what I'm saying, and then, because you implicate them in these charges, the family can't get benefits or whatever. That's whatever. But if your cousin just worked at the CVS for 90 days and ain't got shit coming, and they unfortunately pass away, and your lawyer say, hey, you can get off because y'all was together. You can get off if we said the dead person did it. I do feel like your dead family member won't care. They dead. As long as you not putting nothing that's gonna ruin them, to the world, to the family, I don't care. But if Lil Toot Toot and Lil Peep Peep both get arrested for a little gun charge, we was riding around, had a gun, you know what I'm saying? And then Lil Toot Toot dies, so Lil Tweet say, hey, it was Lil Toot Toot gun, Lil Toot Toot dead, you know what I'm saying? And then who cares? But for him to say that's the first and only time I've ever snitched on anybody, that's my big cousin. That's my big cousin. He told me, that I can give him the charges from the grave. Okay. Now I would have never told anyone that. Let's hope that the statute of limitations have passed for whatever charges T.I. was up for that damn day. I would never tell anyone I sent my cousin to the Lord, to the upper room. Take me to the king. Don't have much to bring. But these charges. Okay, I would not tell anyone that I gave my dead family the charges they didn't do. I would take that to my grave. That's just me. Okay. I also feel like that seems so easy that the dead man was the one who did it or whatever. But again, I think a lawyer would say, hey, the dead man can do it. The dead man can do it. I don't know if any of y'all watch Dead to Me, and I'm not gonna spoil it. But on Dead to Me, I kept thinking, well, why can't you always blame the dead person? It's a lot of dead people. Just as the dead person did all these things and you live happily ever after. But whatever. But T.I. is around here just giving information, okay, to his dead cousin, that he gave the police all the information about your dead cousin to avoid a gun charge. Now we also don't know what year this happened in. Okay, we don't know if at that point in time T.I. was already a double time felon, and if the next charge could have gave him life in prison. We don't know any of that. All we know is he done told the world, Craig, that he gave the police info about his dead cousin to save himself, and their cousin said, "Put it on me." Where are the fifth elements? Where are the stones? The stones are in me. Okay, I was like, sir, I don't think your dead cousin said anything. I don't. Not while he was dead. Now, did he die around you? And while dying, did he say, cuz, give me those charges? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. But I guess you lucky if you and somebody else are together and y'all are charged with stuff. And only because y'all both were together can you say, well, I told y'all it wasn't mine. But now I guess I considered it was his because he's gone, okay? And the police probably would be like, well, okay, we can't ask him because he dead. We can't prove it's you. And for the police, it's probably easier for them to close the case by saying the dead man did it. That's it. I'm like, but T.I., stop telling on yourself. Just stop doing that, okay? Now I want to go back to my thing, whatever, because I want to speak about some stupidity, okay? I want to watch. We're gonna do 2 videos of stupidity, okay? One girl around here getting her phone fixed. Okay, her screen broke. She went to the people to get her screen fixed on her phone and stuff. Some Africans. It's a shop here called Fantu's Hair Braiding. It's on Grass shit. It's on Grass shit and like Harper or something like that. But see, it's an African shop here in Detroit. But back to this. So your girl went to get her phone, handle or whatever, and I guess she thought, okay, she can leave without paying, okay, and they said, oh no. So just watch, y'all. She round here.
Door's locked. Think I'm stupid? Come on. Open it. It's locked. Give me the phone. What you might have my phone for? Give me the phone. I'm gonna take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call the cops. I might call him. Mom. Mom. Why am I inside the store? Like, why you lock the doors on me? I ain't my phone. All right, I'm gonna call the cops if that's the case. Dude, come on, you gotta take me to jail. You're gonna give me my screen back or you're gonna go home? Which one is it? Because his screen and I started running home. He took my screen. Oh, All you have to do is give me the phone. Let me take the screen off, and I'll let you go. He's the one you got to put me in jail. The door's locked. Think I'm stupid? Come on.
It's the fact that she tried to run and the door was locked and she felt dumb. This is the thing, and I'm not trying to aid and abet anybody doing things illegally or whatever, but if you're going to run out, you need to have somebody with you by the door crack open, okay? Because, and I'm like, how much does it cost to get a screen fixed? You run out on getting your screen fixed. If you cannot afford stuff, don't do it. Don't do it. And I feel like he knew people must do that to him a lot, because I'm like, he liked the door locked, and he was like, look, just give me the screen back. Give me the screen back and you can go. If not, I'm calling the the police. You're going to jail, okay? And she called her mama, this man got me locked in. No, say I tried to steal the phone without paying. Say that. She had little track shoes on, ain't got no purse on her. She knew I can't have nothing with me. I gotta go in there and get my stuff and then run. Doors locked. Bruh. Just stupidity. Just dumbness. He ain't care. No. And he like, just give me out. Sorry, here go the screen. All right, yep, take the screen. Let me out. Because standing there trying to act like he gonna just open it, he not gonna open the door. And what your mama gonna do? She can't get in the door lock. Even if your mama outside, unless your mama got the money to come get you, girl, bye. Okay? He can call the police because you tried to rob him. Okay? Or about $100. If you can't look. Is that why folks' screen always crack? I always wonder why people's screen be just cracked for no reason. That's not even to me. That's not even expensive. She was running, FloJo running. Okay, gotta go right now. But again, joke was on her. Joke was on her. Anyway, we don't know what happened after the fact. All we know is her ankle did not give out, but she gonna learn today. Now she on the news, all over social media. Okay. Also, speaking of foolishness, people up in the church fussing. I want y'all to listen to this. Okay, listen up. Now, I don't know what fully happened. I don't know. Okay? What I do know is, I said, what the hell is going on? Why? I said, look, this was either one or two things. Because nobody in the church is dressed for Sunday service, okay? You can't be up here on Sunday doing service or whatever, acting a plum big fool. I said, so, was it choir rehearsal when y'all fussing about who's going to be the lead soloist? Okay? Is it that? Or I said, is this a funeral or a viewing of the body? And people fussing. Because one girl, I heard her cousin, my cousin dead. I thought she kept saying her cousin was dead. And I'm like, but why y'all fighting in the church? For what? And who was on the mic saying, that's what? I need people not to be up. Right, where is Bishop Robbery? Come on now, Shannon, where is Bishop Robbery? But again, I said this can't be Sunday. It was too many young folk. I'm like, is this Sunday? Is this Sunday school Bible study? It was so many younger folk around here. I was like, this is not a regular Sunday service. I don't see nobody holding Bibles. I don't see no one with a Bible. I said, so this is either some kind of choir rehearsal, and the fussing went on about who's gonna be lead, who's gonna be an alto, soprano, or whatever. It could be that. Also, I said, I wonder if it's because it's a funeral something. Okay, is it the viewing of the body? Because I'm like, y'all up in the fighting for what? And there's so much noise going on. People being pulled. I'm like, who up on the pew? Why you clapping? What's going on? Okay, and there's too many people in jeans. They trying to get through, fussing and fighting. Who you kicking? What's going on here? Stop it. Okay, I just need folk to know how to act. Okay, I need folk to know how. And this is no tea, no shade, but I feel like this is. Look, I have been to many funerals. When my uncle passed away, we were at the funeral home. Okay, we were sitting at the funeral home, but because I seen so many young folk walking through, going to view the body, I'm like, all these young folk would let me know somebody young passed away. Because when young folk come in their little street clothes or whatever, and their little rugby shirts, I know, okay, it's my young dad. So this looked like a whole bunch of young folk all together in one place. So I said it's either the youth choir, or this is something to do with somebody's funeral. It can't be praise dancers, because wasn't no praising going on. And right, because the lady on the mic says, I know emotions are high. Okay, but I'm like, I need people to act like they had some sense in the house of the Lord. Okay? I'm like, y'all really up in this fussing in the middle. And because there's so many, like, I'm like, is anyone got some sense? Nobody? Whoever up on the one up on the pew clapping, get his ass down. Because he caused more confusion. Okay? And like, she bun rushing through. I'm like, who you want to fight? How you fighting in church? God, girl. God is not pleased. God, but I also know when you have a family member who passed away, and maybe the person is there who knows something and ain't say nothing, whatever, and they there, whatever, you want to punch him in the throat. But I'm going to punch you in the throat in the parking lot. I'm not going to fuck with you in the church. Meet me outside. Catch me outside immediately. Because y'all up and fussing. And I'm like, dude, look, I mean, do people, look, I've never been to a funeral where it was like, turmoil like this. So I'm like, just invite people. Say you can't come. But just stop acting crazy. You can't be right again. You can't be doing that. Okay, well, little fashion look, little fashion Winnie Harlow around here at the British Fashion Award. I'm like, is she naked? She not naked, y'all. But her outfit is very, very different. I like it. I don't know what it is, though. Because her skin tone, is so what it is. I can't see. I don't know what's what. Well, she look gorgeous. Okay, it's giving me, Akasha and Queen of the Damned, Aaliyah. It gave me her outfit. Okay, we also see, what's her name, y'all? What's her name from Queen Slim? We see her amazing yellow. Okay, we like it, we love it, it's great. Okay, they both from Platform Shoes. I may have to look up the British Fashion Awards and see what I can see, and then for the next live, we'll have a fashion segment. Okay, but Winnie Harlow round here looking good. Okay, her shoes are like, saying, amazing too. I'm like, to me, the shoes look like moose knuckles. Like if moose knuckles with shoes, that's what it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Long, long, long weave. Okay, like my braids. But again, long, long, long weave. Don't trip. Long, long, long weave. Don't fall. Okay. But again, she looked gore of the gist. But I still feel like them shoes is like monkey knuckles. And I'm trying moose knuckles. Who else did I want to see? Congratulations to Quinta Brunson, who was on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine. Quinta Brunson. She looks gorgeous. Okay, it's a holiday theme edition, the party issue. She looked like she ready to party. Party, party, party. Let's all get wasted. Congratulations. Confetti to Quinta. I'm hitting them, y'all. Hit. Okay. I also want to ask y'all, okay, opinions. Okay. I want to say Tamika Mallory posted this on her IG a couple days ago, okay? And I want to ask y'all opinion on this, okay? She was saying, beware of, I think it's called Mackage. It was a coat brand, She said, y'all know I have a lot going on all the time, and my social media is mainly used to bring awareness to issues, causes I care about, but every now and then, however, I have to bring personal grievances to my people, okay? Listen, she went on to talk about her situation. Okay, she ordered some coats because it was cold where she was at. Ordered 2 coats because she was cold. Okay, cold. From the Mackage people. 2 coats. Now, she got the 2 coats because she was out of town. She got back home, tried them on. 1 coat was too big. Okay. She said she wasn't feeling it, so it took her a few days to put it together and start the exchange process. She called and said, hey, I want to exchange these coats because one's too big. She learned they do not accept, they do not exchange merchandise. You have to get a refund and reorder what you got. Now, we know some of these brands have these stupid ass policies about returning stuff. It's stupid. But her point was, I reached out because I wanted to exchange. We're told I cannot exchange it. I have to be refunded and then do a reorder. Cool. I called to get a return approval, but it was 3 days past the deadline. Y'all know these places be like, you know what? Your order coming, you have, 2 days to return it. If not, keep it. So she was 2 days past their deadline for returning shit. She tried to explain, hey, I bought 2 coats. I want them both. I just need a smaller size coat. They refused to allow her to return the coat, get a new coat, same coat on the side. They just would not do it. She called, talked to a manager. Even they said, no, done deal. Okay, you're 3 days past our deadline. Okay, we don't care that the coat is still new and it's too big. We don't want it. Keep it. So she's pissed, okay? She felt the need to post how that is bad business or whatever, how it is not necessary for someone who purchased not one but 2 coats to not be able to get just the right size. So she's gonna return the coat, she's gonna donate the coat because she can't fit it. Do y'all think that she is wrong for being upset that the people won't allow her to exchange the coat for the right size? I feel like when you order stuff from places, I feel like if we don't know what size we wear and we get a coat that was delivered is not the right size, if it's within, I say if it's within 2 weeks of your deadline, take it back. You know, because she does not want a refund 6 months later. She wants to exchange it for the right damn size. And I feel like no one should get a refund past the time, because a refund is one thing. A refund is, I got this shit, I don't want the shit, give me my money back. But she just wants to exchange what she got for a size that fits her body from something she ordered online. And I do feel like these brands and these places or whatever should kind of, you know, just lean. You know, I don't want to return the shit. I need the right size. And also because people are so busy. Because I have had packages here where I'll have it, it'll be sitting. And I just don't think. Damn it, man. It's too big. Damn it, man. It's too small. I got it in the back. And I do feel like y'all wrong for not allowing her to get the right damn size. Okay. I don't own nothing package. I may be mispronounced too. I know they're very expensive. I know that. And I also feel like she was right for calling them out, because I do think more brands who, when you spending a lot of money, how much are they cost? How much cost they tag? Let me see. I know she tagged you. Let's see. Maggage. Do they have a? Let's go to their website. I want to go. Oh yeah, their coats are pretty expensive. Oh, yeah. One of their coats is $1,200. Okay, and for $1,200, I want to be able to, you know, exchange for the right size. I really, really do. Oh yeah, these coats are at least $1,000. Yeah, the coats. Oh, I forgot, y'all can't see. I forgot. I want to show y'all the website because share screen. Package. It's, you know, it's not cheap. It's not. I mean, it's expensive enough for me to say if I want the right size. You know what I'm saying? $1,400 for a leather trench coat, 17. You know, 17. This is beautiful. I mean, they don't have my size, but I love it. I will rock the fuck out this coat. You hear me? Just wait till I lose my weight. This what y'all look. Y'all ain't gonna, when I lose my weight, y'all ain't gonna take me. It's gonna be drama. Okay, but no, that red coat is amazing. $1,500, 15 years, and these are expensive coats. Even this one for $850. That's still, you know, seeing a nice amount for a coat. Even my tour coats are not. I catch my tour coats on sale for like less than $100. Okay, but yeah, these, like, this is $950 for a trench coat. These are some nice. If I spend $1,000 on your coat online, and when I order it, it's too big and you won't let me get a smaller size, I'm punching you in the throat. We finna fight. We finna fight. Mama, you watching this? Mama, you want a coat from here for Christmas? Mama, go to the maggot site. Mama, you on here still? I don't know if she on here still. Because I give good gifts. I'm gonna say this site. I'm gonna get off the site. Anyway, y'all. But yeah, I am with Tamika Mallory and saying, be around here and let me get the right size. Okay, let me. No, I don't need a new coat. But mama. Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna keep that side up anyway. I'm gonna keep it up. Right. I was like, let me get off here before folks start shopping, because I was already shopping. Okay. Right. Stop giving them. I forgot we can't buy from them because they won't get up. We can't buy from them because let me close it off. Because they won't give Tamika Mallory, you know what I'm saying, the coat in her right size. You know what I'm saying? But them are some nice coats. Them are some nice coats. I like it. Okay. Let's get into some foolishness around here. Candace is around here talking to people about her having to be tested as a wife based on the allegations against her husband, Chris White Man Bassett, and what he's been accused of on Housewives of Potomac. Okay. She did an interview, okay, about the rumors about her husband, okay, and she said it tested me as a wife. Okay, she said, this is part of the Daphne brand. She said, I had to really shoulder him and catch him while he was going through every emotion. He was feeling defeated. People were questioning his character, questioning who he is as a human and as a man, questioning his common senses and following this futile narrative that has no weight. But Chris, for me, has always been a rock, like a mountain. And so I learned from watching him just how important it is. So how important it was to give him that steady support and show him, I got you. I got you. And it just once again shown me and Chris how strong we are together. As I elevate, he elevates as well. As we elevate as a couple and individually, people are going to try and find a way to break us, but we're not going anywhere. Y'all know I don't care for Candace, and I'm just now starting to accept her as, you know, a nice kind of sort of person around here. Something about, how can I say this without sounding like an asshole? I feel like this. If somebody said I did something I know I did not do, I would say I don't do that shit. But I don't see myself being so defensive about something so dumb that I know I did not do. I really wish Chris and Candace would be like, forget y'all, whatever, and leave it be. But I feel like how they're fighting this. Oh my God, Chris it was so hard for him to deal with this. I'm like, the shit just became public 2 days ago. Right, but she was putting up sticky notes and stuff. Something about me feel like people can accuse you of things. We get that, but I feel like nobody fully felt like Chris did nothing wrong. Like nobody has been really coming at Chris. So I feel like, what has Chris had to deal with? Who said, oh yeah, Chris, you was right here trying to fuck this up? No one gave Chris any drama. So what was Chris at the house feeling for? No one fully, even made it an issue. And I said, Candice and Chris are making it more of an issue than the world is. Because no one was like, man, okay, whatever. Giselle felt uncomfortable or whatever. We didn't feel like Chris did anything wrong. We didn't go after Chris. Nobody was stalking Chris in Chris's DMs. No one was like, Chris, you're not shit, Chris. Like, no one did any of that. So to me, I feel like, but why are you making it a bigger issue than it has to be? Why are you up here, just cussing and fussing or whatever? And oh my God, I just feel like, I'm saying? I see my sailor going in and out. But a part of me just felt like, girl, move on. Not saying they don't have the right to defend themselves, but I'm saying you was putting 20 on 10 on a lie or a concoction of a lie that Giselle put out there. Nobody really was around here doing shit. Truthfully, the most that we did as viewers was like, Giselle, stop. It took me about 3 episodes before I said, okay, I can kind of see the fact that Giselle saying she just felt some kind of way, that's valid. But I still said, but I don't think Chris did anything wrong. It's just how she felt. And I said, I can see she wanted Chris to say it the least. Well, I'm sorry that you felt that way. but it wasn't my intent. That's the most I said he could say to her. I don't recall anybody on YouTube, anyone even on social media, going at Chris. So I'm looking like, what would you have to help shoulder him about? I'm confused. So if this tested you as a wife, if your husband only being talked about by Giselle and Ashley, if that broke him to make you have to be the shoulder, the mountain of strength for him, y'all are gonna crumble when real shit happen. If Chris ever really do cheat, if Chris ever really do make someone feel uncomfortable, what y'all gonna do then? What y'all gonna do when Chris mistakenly calls someone a Nigga? Okay, what we gonna do when Chris does something offensive that we like? I can't believe this shit, and we really go at him because no one has done that. We have been really supportive of Candace and Chris in this whole thing, even though it's plausible that Chris could be a flirt. We're not saying he already eating people's feet, but people do that too. So I was like, girl, stop. Candace over-explains things, which then becomes annoying. I can agree. Candace asks Karen why she's so upset about a cheating rumor if she knows they are not true. Take her own advice. If it don't fly, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. True. She said, I'm going to defend I'm gonna defend my white king. Girl, yes. It's just crazy. The more attention they give it, the longer it look. I said if when Giselle said Chris made me feel uncomfortable, I said if Candace would have said, "Oh, he did," that was not his intent. We apologize because that was not his intent. It would have stopped there. But things keep going, and it becomes bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. Now, when people saw him come out her room, she damage controlled the fuck out of the show. Because this is the thing, no one cared. No one cared. Anxiety is very real. However, we've seen Chris handle more stressful things before. So Chris, to me, did not freak out about this because he's handled worse. He handled his wife fighting with Monique. That's anxiety because I'm scared. I'm so scared. You know what I'm saying? That was anxiety. I'm like, but I don't think Chris has went through anything that he thinks even really matters. On the show, he be like, man, I don't care, fuck them people. Whatever. We've seen him handle himself. I've seen him on live. Okay, so I don't think it's even that. Truth be told, but I need Candace to stop. Just stop. But again, if that helped test you as a wife, let's hope any other test you have that you pass. Okay. Now, Mia Thornton. Mia gave a little statement, okay? Because we know that Mia had posted about possibly being over this and being over that or whatever, and having to move on for her family and friends and blah, 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 blah. And per the Jasmine brand, okay, after she posted that on social media, she followed up with an explanation of her saying how she had to move on, you know, she did was best for her brand and blah, 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 blah. Per the Jasmine brand, Mia said, I, by all means, wouldn't go to social media to announce that I'm leaving the show, right? But I was making an announcement that I just don't have time to feed into everyone's comments and opinions because I have to do what's best for my business, my partners, my investors, my kids, my family, my friends, who are all heavily affected. You know, just because I can accept public scrutiny for myself, I signed up for that, right? Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to make it fair for people to go out and attack my partners. I have to do what's best for them because that's just the type of person I am, and I don't think that's fair. Now, I want to say this, and again, this is not me trying to defend Mia. Ooh, wrong button. What I will say is, trying to click off. What I will say is, when I saw her post that, I believe at one point I did say, she's probably saying she's not gonna keep talking about it. That's what I thought she meant. I said she ain't leaving the show. She would have been left the show. She would have left the show before it aired. So I can agree that for a lot of people, once they are on these shows, if they do have business dealings with folks, they do have to sometimes distance themselves because of their antics on the show. However, Mia not gonna leave. Mia life's been on the show, and I put up today on social media. Let me share my IG. Because I was on social media, I seen a bunch of stuff on social media, and I kept saying how people really be out here calling me a crater face. And I said, we could not like that lady because of her bullshit and antics. But I'm like, I do think it's unfair how folk talk. So I posted my own face. That's my face. That's me. It's my face. And I said, I really hate that people call me a crater face, mainly because at times I have hated my own blemishes on my face over the years, moles, pimples, dark spots, puffy eyes, and all that stuff. Okay? I feel like Mia is a very unlikable person of Potomac. And that's fine for us to not like her and her bullshit antics. Again, Mia's antics on the show are completely bullshitty. We don't have to like her based on that. Okay? I said, but crater face is such a horrible insult, in my opinion. So many people have uncomfortable and uncontrollable skin and face issues in life. I wish we could get to a place of insulting people based off of their behavior, their personality, okay, and stuff like that, instead of their looks. If someone has surgeries and now they look like a duck, so you call them Howard the Duck, that's fair because they had altered their face and they're now a duck. I say, but crater face is just a petty and childish, and a lot of people cannot help the skin blemishes or whatever. This is not me defending me. It's me saying crater face is a harsh, in my opinion, insult to anyone. So my point in saying that, I feel like we do not like Mia. Mia's antics on the show is enough for us to not like her. I feel like we should call her out for that, for her antics. There's enough to dog me about by what she does, not about what she looks like. I feel like Mia is someone who likes attention. That's fine. Mia is someone who was on the show and she's playing Giselle's game. Meaning, I'm going to be messy as fuck like Giselle and hope to get away with it, but I'm not getting away with it. But I still felt like that's a reason to not like her. We can go off on her about that. But when I kept seeing folk all over social media, crater face, and I was like, well, damn. I have bad skin sometimes too. I'm just not on here, because I'm using the Fenty skin stuff, whatever. And I don't have crater face skin, but I still have, issues with my skin. I always have, and I feel like some folk cannot control the stuff going on with their skin. I'm lucky enough to not have crater face. I'm lucky enough to not, have skin that's so bad that I feel like I have to cover with. I don't wear any makeup. I don't wear any I don't wear any foundation or whatever. It's just my skin or whatever. But I feel like I just don't like, the crater face comments about her. I'm like, it's enough to go in with Mia about beside how her skin looks. And I keep thinking that her face is messed up from her getting burned when she was younger. And I'm like, I just want folk to go at her for what she do, for what she says. Because Mia's an asshole. She deserves the dragging she gets. But it's cringy when I hear so many folk going in about her skin. I'm like, damn, so many people have fucked up skin and they can't help it. Some folk literally just have, just the unlucky sticker in skin tone blemishes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just weird to me. I don't know why. Don't know why. And I was sitting at work and I was like, take a picture of your face and then put what you think. And I just put on my IG. Let's see. Yes, it is. Yes, I hate it too. My skin is perfect. Either looks are trash, things to make fun of. Y'all know my rule is like I try my best. My rule is I would not go in on someone because of how they look. I don't attack size, whether big or small. I don't say big forehead. What I think the most I may say is about a man, about your bald head ass, to a man who was bald for his own reasons. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to me. Okay, a credit face is an easy read, and people should stop. Just like Giselle and her neck grows, because I mean that's her neck. You know, it's a thin line because excuse me. Because a lot of people feel like, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, it's free, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Body shaming goes left and right. You know, my rule is unless someone has had surgery to their face or their body, I don't feel like it's my right to joke about how they look. Whether they're fat like me, skinny like whoever else, I just think like it's an easy, childish read. And I think, you know, insulting someone based on who they are and the beat that they do is this the better thing to do if you're reading somebody. But I'm like, you know, creative face, I'm like, you know, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? And so many people, you know, act like it's okay. It's just crazy. How you going to flex your non-creative face to defend a creative face? Because it's not about this is the thing. I don't have to have a creative face to know that that's rude and that's uncalled for. And Mia, who is getting teased by her creative face, which she can't control, other folks are teased or critiqued about stuff they cannot control. So I may not have the same blemishes as her, but I still have stuff about my face that makes me unhappy. You know what I'm saying? I have mold I have a lot of moles on my face. I have a whole dark spot right here. You know what I'm saying? I have blemishes. So I didn't flex because my skin is not perfect at all. Like this is not great skin. You know what I'm saying? It's not horrible. It don't look like her. My point was there are days I hate my skin. There are days that I hate my skin. So could you imagine how Mia, who has craters in her face, feels some days? So if I feel like shit on some days, I can imagine how she feels. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So that was my point. Just like Wendy apologized to Mia because she has a whole career that she needs to protect, I bet her contract has a clause about how you right. Because you know how you act on these shows affects your shit. That's why I never talk about where I work. I have a whole full-time job that I make sure that I do not ever cross the two. So that if my employer ever sees my channel, I'm not something that they can be like, well, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying? I really go to talk about the size of her feet as well. I agree, but I feel like, you know, when I heard them saying Mia's feet was at 13, at 14, I'm looking like I know that women who have smaller feet get pregnant, their feet get bigger. So Mia has birthed 3 children. Candace has birthed none. A lot of women who have kids, their feet grow. So, but again, I tend to not want to joke about stuff that people can't help. Other folk find it funny until, you know, it's about them. And I try to not be like that. So, you know, I be like, I'm always thinking about, okay, even with my JayBirds, I always say, like, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, I cannot believe she's, because y'all may suffer from something that I think is funny, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's just weird for me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I have days where I feel ugly. You know what I'm saying? I have days I'm like, oh my God, my skin, my nose, my moles, my hair, my forehead. You know what I'm saying? My lips, okay, my mustache. My mustache. All is we all have these things that I feel like people try to attack to hurt our feelings. And I'd rather say Mia is a fucked up individual because of how she acts versus say her face has craters. The fuck does that matter? What does that matter? You know what I'm saying? That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women have big feet. Keen has skin issues, and they always say it's such an easy read when they try it with her. True, because Kenya did have problem skin, and it took her a minute to get her skin together. But again, they will do that to Kenya, and I would think then, damn, that's crazy, because other folks have bad skin. Some folk have bad skin, and their skin gets worse because they wear makeup over it when they can't afford, to fix whatever else, and they make the skin worse. Not you, but you're beautiful anyway. That's the thing to know. But I was like, I feel that physical reads about people is low hanging fruit, because anyone can look and say, hey, she's fat and she's short and she has dark spots on her face. Okay, what else you got, bitch? You know what I'm saying? What can you say about me that isn't physical? Nothing. I'm amazing. But I'm like, a lot of, oh, she's skinny. Oh, Mia's she's a small girl. She's a tall girl. Just big feet. So what? She had no choice in that. No fun. You know what I'm saying? So I just want folk to just stop. The crater face just out. I saw it so much on Twitter. I was like, damn, they are going in. I'm like, but there's so many things that you can dog me about. This about her antics. Her antics. Anyway. Short people have big feet, big and wide feet. Oh, he won. Well, thank God. Senator Warnock remains in the office. F off Herschel. When Herschel Walker said they called me a coon, and where I'm from, coons are the smartest. I say, Negro, do you know they not talking about no raccoon? I don't know how Herschel got so. Girl, and people enjoyed it. Thank y'all for the runoff. Thank y'all for getting that man out of there. Lord Jesus. Okay, but yes, y'all, let's move on. Speaking of stuff, Keke Palmer posted on social media how someone told her she was ugly for not wearing makeup. And Keke Palmer has been open about how she had skin issues, bad acne issues for years, and she would cover it up with makeup and graphics or whatever, and how, she was just tired of having to, do her skin. And the fact that someone told that lady that she was ugly for not wearing makeup to cover up what? Blemishes. People need their ass whooped. You hear me? People need their ass whooped. Because if you, again, people need to stop coming for other people's looks. I don't understand. I don't understand why anyone would do or say that. It just makes no sense in my head. And Keke Palmer is a beautiful woman, regardless if she has blemishes. I need folks to shut the up. Okay? About people's faces. About people's whatever. And I had to pull up her comment and what she said about herself. Okay? Let me share my screen. Because Keke's comment needs to be here. Keke Palmer. Boom. Pow. Pow. Okay? So, what Keke said was, fuck y'all, first of all. Okay? But no. Keke said, I just saw a few comments of people saying I was ugly because I wasn't wearing any makeup. And I really want y'all to get the help y'all need because makeup isn't real. I'm beautiful in real life because of who I am, not what I look like. I have had people in my comment section say to me, oh, if you add a little concealer, a little foundation to clear up that uneven skin. I've had folks say that. That's why I'm like, I don't wear any makeup besides lipstick. Sometimes I put a little bit of eyebrow plus on my eyebrows, but that's it. I don't put nothing. So her said how people were telling her that she should put some makeup on. What? She also said, I wish I could bottle how I feel about myself and sell it. Because some people take comments to heart and these people just say anything. I mean, truly it's insane to say anyone is ugly, but especially me. People around here and they take these liberties as if you owe them something or they feel like because they feel ugly and they need or think they need makeup. And if you feel comfortable in your skin, that they have to offend you. And she said, not today. No, ma'am. To say that I am ugly, me? No. Okay? No. I mean, truly, it's insane to say anyone's ugly, but especially me. Okay? Because who does that? Why? Who, what, when, where, how? Why does anyone feel the need to think you have the right to say that to people? Okay, let me know why. Let me know why. It don't make no sense. I don't know. I'm just scrolling her thing. What is Rihanna? Look at Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. But again, it's stupid for folk to feel the need to just, critique people and say, oh, you're ugly. You should, what? Bitch, no, I'm not. Kiss my ass, okay? Kiss every part of my ASS. All up and through. Anyway, y'all. Keke said, kiss my ass. Not today. Okay. Moving on. The cheater. The cheater of the century. Well, not the century, but the cheater right now. TJ, I cheat on everybody homes. Round here, getting caught up in all his cheatation. Because according to the people, TJ had at least one other alleged affair with another staffer outside of the one he had with Amy and the one with Natasha while he was married. Now, we don't know all the men Amy fucked around with. What we do know is they say allegedly, allegedly, Okay, anyway. What they said allegedly is, Amy was around here messing around on her first husband with her second husband. That's Andrew Shue. And now he's like, oh, she's messing around on her second husband with TJ. So she's a cheater too. Okay. But he around here has messed around with 3 women in the office, all while being married. Might fuck your bitch. I was like, why? For what? This be the kicker. Usually, when married people are cheating with somebody in the office, usually people in the office know, and it's like whatever. We heard whatever, we gonna leave it be. Because I recall when I was working at a law firm, one of the partners, this is years ago, one of the partners was having an affair with one of the paralegals. We all knew. We didn't care. It wasn't you just know. You just know. When I worked at Quicken Loans, one of the team leaders were messing around with one of the staffers. And that was like, you can get fired because he was fucking around with somebody who he was a team leader of. Okay. He was married, he was older. She was like from a temp company, was younger. But people kind of knew. Management did not know. And once they found out, he got fired. But my point is, most workplace stuff, people be kind of knowing. So I'm like, people had to have known that he was around here fucking with people. And this wasn't a big deal. His wife probably did not know, but the people at the job was like, okay, he fucking her, whatever. Because we know the one he was with the girl, Natasha. Natasha was the one he dated for 3 years, who was cool with Amy. Okay. And when Natasha's husband found out from old emails, their marriage imploded. Okay. But again, we know that his marriage, his wife, TJ's wife, they stayed together. They worked it out. Okay. But to find out that it was a third person from the office, girl, I was like, but most places that does not have a lot of men working there, and if there's more women, that happens because the men be just, spread their penis around. And I'm just like, sir. And I think they're waiting to see, well, how many others did he bang? Who else was TJ around here cheating with? I do think if more women come out, they may not be able to put him back on the air because it's going to be like, oh, he was just out here fucking everybody. And so that, because Good Morning America is supposed to be this wholesome, Good Morning America, this great, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It has a reputation, you know what I'm saying? And if the dude who around here cheating on his wife also had an affair with other people, it's bad. However, if they don't bring him back, they should not bring Amy back either. Because Amy was aware of the first affair he had. And for her to not be in bed with him again, her ass should be off the air too. I do not want them, even though we're hearing more about him than her, she is still a participant in the bullshit of it all. She is a part of the distraction. So I think if they're going to take one, because right now they're off this for right now. If they choose to not bring them back permanently, it needs to be them both, not just him. If I don't care if 18 more women come forward and say we was all fucking that man together, Amy Ash should stay gone too because she is a part of the distraction. If you take him off, she should go off too. If he come back, bring her back too. Even if bringing them back, just not together, bring them back on separate hours or whatever. But I'm like, I just don't want them to only take him away and leave her ass. No, take them both. But I want y'all to stop fucking that man. He was married. He had a wife. Stop it. Oh, this is nasty. Anyway, what's next? Oh, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez in his court case with Megan Thee Stallion is coming up. The trial, I think, is not until like the 12th or whatever. But they're doing jury selection right now. And he and lawyers said they're going to call Corey Gamble and Kylie as potential witnesses because the party that happened that night, she got shot, was Kylie's party. Now the lawyer also said they do not, I repeat, they do not have any kind of witness statements from Kylie or Corey currently, meaning that it ain't like Kylie and Corey then gave some shit to them. No. They want to call them in hopes that something will come up. Okay. I can't wait for this to be over. I really can't wait for whatever. Yep, that's Kylie in the first photo. It's Kylie in the first photo. Megan is the last photo, but it's Kylie in the first one. Yes. It's crazy to me. Now they also brought up that he has another charge. Okay, they said prosecutors added the new charge of discharging a firearm with gross negligence. Okay, that was added on Monday. While they're around here getting enjoyed together, and that's per Rolling Stone. I feel like whatever they say he did that shit. He did it. Tory did it. Sent him back. Get him out of here. I don't get high in America. I don't high so here, okay? They had him on the little ankle monitor up until the jury selection started, which was on Monday. So they got that cut off. But I'm like, sir, get out my face. I don't like you. I don't want you around. Leave me be, okay? Because also we know that he was around here fussing with Prince for Love and Hip Hop. And now he's agreed to pay that boy some money to get out his hair. They say per court document, they reached a financial settlement. Okay, so he does not have to go to court now. The attack happened back in 2019. It's crazy that he supposedly got into this altercation in 2019. He then shot Meg in 2020. Okay, around here on the B of the S. Okay, but whatever. I'm sorry, no. They had a misunderstanding in 2019. Then they said the club 2020 is when he allegedly punched or attacked Prince again and punched him in the face. Okay. But again, Tory Lanez is a menace to society in America. Send his ass back to Canada. Send him back to Canada. Get him out of my face. Get him out of here. So he paid Prince ass off. Paid Prince off. And now he just around here bothering us. For no reason. I want him gone. Get him out of here. Get him out of our face. We don't want him here anymore, okay? And that's it, y'all. That is it. That is it. I don't think there's anything else going on. I think that's all the little bit of things around here. Okay. Y'all know there is ample content on my channel. Go watch it. Go watch it. I'm going to attempt to watch Love and Hip Hop, and I'll do a car conversation about that tomorrow on the way to work, and I'll put it up around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all know to be sure to be around here. What about Mariah? I saw the video that the Shade Room and them posted of Mariah. If y'all have questions, put them in the comment section real fast because I'll answer them if y'all have any. If y'all don't, we'll end it. I saw the clip of Mariah singing off key for We Belong Together. I then seen her singing. Was it that one? It was two. No, I think she was on key for one song and off key for the other. I said already that. How can I say this? How can I say this? Mariah Carey is a voice. Mariah Carey has an amazing voice. However, sometimes, like other folks around who are singers, they have off nights. They do. Okay, I just put up a video of Karla, my best friend, singing the other day, and she had a cold, and she felt like she was struggling vocally. And I'm like, well, you sounded good to me. But I also could hear in her voice that she was not at her best, but she still sounded good. So I'm aware that as a vocalist, people, have bad days. Mariah singing "When You Left, I Lost." Oh, we belong together. It was "We Belong Together." Okay, so when she was doing that, she sounded off. She did, but I think that's just how people be. Not all artists will always sound great every time. I also feel like, no tea, no shade, I feel like Mariah Carey has not worked out her voice as much as she could have over the past 20 so years. I think in some points, what I'm saying, she like, I can sing, it is what it is. While I know other singers always sound great unless they're sick. Because when you're sick, you sound sick. So I'm not surprised. We've heard Mariah Carey before sound not her best, but we've also heard her sound her best. And I think her singing live, it can be hit or miss. More hit than miss, but I'm not surprised. What about his fight with August Alsina? He was never charged with that. However, the reason they put him on house arrest was because of that. So it's not like he would have no charges for that, but they put him on the house arrest because you're right fucking up. Okay, you're around here fucking up, and that's it. I have not heard anything about Kevin Hunter Jr., so no. Okay. I wouldn't leave him right alone. We all know. Or bad frequencies. I don't know what that means. Mariah has also always had trouble with her not using her vocals, though, and she doesn't follow her doctor's instructions. That's why I said Mariah has not been the best to her voice over the years. We know that because she has been so hit or miss. Also, that's also why a lot of times y'all don't know it, but she be lip syncing. It does not mean that she is any less of a legend. It just does not mean that she's any less of who she is. She's still Mariah Carey, but Mariah Carey in 2022 is not the same one. It's not the same Mariah Carey from 2000. I said before, we used to see Mariah sing live and sound impeccable. I remember it. Mariah used to not need people helping her walk around the stage. She could just sing, and that was it. But over the years, Mariah Carey has become Mariah Carey, meaning, darling, I don't have to do anything. I'm Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a Ashanti, who now was performing all the time, all over the world, and her voice has drastically improved, and she sounds amazing now as Shantae Moore, as a Jill Scott, as an India Ari, as other artists who have to keep their voices in tip-top shape because they're consistently performing. Mariah Carey performs when she wants to. That's it. She's made enough money to where she does not have to perform. That's great. But some artists love to tour and perform, and we see them do that. So some artists have to keep their voices intact all the time because they're consistently working. That is Mariah Carey. And people don't want to admit, but she lip syncs a lot. It's still her voice. You know what I'm saying? Lip syncing does not mean she's not Milli Vanilli in it. You know what I'm saying? It's not as if it's not her voice. It's her voice when she is sitting down, practicing and recording it to play. She does not do great live anymore. Right? She sure enough was lip sync at the parade. She absolutely was. What are we talking about? Well, we're finna end the live. Okay, I was saying if y'all have any questions or things to discuss, pop them in the comment section because once I'm done, we done. Okay. So again, if y'all have any questions, if y'all want things to discuss, put it in there. Okay, because once I'm at the last comment, I'm gonna end it. Okay. So yeah, we did discuss how Warnock won already. Not she did. Okay, she did. Trina Aguilera was one on point. Yeah, because there's certain folk who have to keep performing, and that is not Mariah Carey. Like no one just out the blue say, "Hey Mariah, come sing this tribute song to so and so." Hey Mariah, come do this 20 city world tour. She won't really, and if she does do it, if Mariah does do it, it will be some lip syncing. It will be a lot of people walking her around stage, and we ain't got time for that shit. We just don't, and that's no tea because Mariah Carey can always be thought of as one of the greatest singers of our generations, from the late 90s to now. However, the live singing, high octane, amazing voice that she was in 2002, that is not her in 2022. Mariah, this is no tea, no shade. What Shantae Moore did at the awards, Mariah can't do that. She can't dance around singing live, the mic being on, walking around the stage, singing. She can't. And there's no tea, no shit. And I love Mariah. She's a studio singer. Paul Abdul lip syncs all the time. All the time. All the time. All the time. Do I think Deion sold out? No. Deion Sanders worked at the Jackson State, whatever, in Mississippi. He worked for a couple seasons. He was getting paid not much. He was having to deal with them not even having what they needed sometimes. We know the state and the city where he was were consistently having different issues. So I feel like he did what he said he would do, was bring a lot of attention to HBCUs. He helped out some students and this and that and that. This, I never thought he would stay there forever. Do I think 2 years is short time? It's short. But what else? I mean, I don't see how people think he could have sold out. If it was for the money, he would have never went there. He wasn't making much money there. He probably spent more money living there, having to live there, than he did working there. And he helped a lot of people. And I was talking to him about it. Because him, was in sports more than I am. But him was telling me how, y'all know who him is. Him was telling me how, he's not going to be at a PWI, but they're helping other Black students who play ball. And not many Black football coaches are able to teach at a predominantly white institution that also has Black kids there. So he elevated for himself and for other Black coaches. And I think him not staying at Jackson State is not him selling out. I think he just evolved. Like he said, you either get let go or you elevate. And I had to elevate. And I think it was smart. Thoughts on Love Hip Hop possibly ending soon. It should go. It should go away. It should end. Absolutely. We don't need the most seasons. We do. There's nothing. No one on this. Any veteran on the show. There's nothing we need to see. Let me go person by person, real quick, because I don't want this to be more like an hour 45 minutes. Yandy was single, got married. Her husband went to prison. 2 children later, he's out of prison. They in Atlanta. We don't need shit else. Chris and Jimmy never got married. Okay, Safari and Erica loved, hated, divorced, done. Um, uh, um, Rashida and Kirk, the fuck, leave it be. That man cheated, had a baby, they together, leave it be. Okay, I feel like there's nothing no one needs to see. Stevie gone, Mimi gone. We don't need it. Scrappy and Bambi married, cool. Him already always beefing, whatever. The show, we don't need it anymore. We do not need it anymore. The only way the show should go on is if they have real talent with real storylines. The show stopped being real around season 5. After that, everybody around here is on here for a reason, and they have, okay, I'm gonna make this be my story. It's stupid. So yes, it needs in. Look, Kevin about to be evicted too. No cash flowing. Get nobody paying for rainy day. In my life, if my mom stops working, I won't get evicted, and neither will she. I feel like that's what happens when people are not self-sufficient. That's what happens when everyone is living off one person. I feel like everybody in that situation never thought to do anything on their own. So if Big Kevin finna be evicted and look at him too, no one cared about nothing except their needs being met. And now that the breadwinner is disabled financially and physically, in my opinion, everybody asked out. That's on them. And that's why they need to get that fixed. That Wilson note killed her throat over the years that were not to be able to hit. It's right there. If you train your voice, a lot of singers hit their high note for years. You have to train your voice. It's really that simple. You have to train your voice. It's the reason that athletes, and like if you Patti LaBelle started singing, even the Isley Brothers still singing. Mariah Carey killed her throat by not following doctor's orders over the years. To me, Mariah Carey has always felt like I can do whatever it is I want to do. And when you are having to hit these high notes, your doctors usually tell you what to do to not blow your vocal cords. If you never listen, and let's not ignore the fact that at one point in time, Mariah Carey, was a little bit spent. So yeah. Let me see. Am I gonna do a fast review for? Yes, I will. When they come on tonight, I'll look it up. But yes, I'll have it whenever my next live is, which will probably be what's today, Tuesday. I might do one tomorrow. I don't know. If not tomorrow, it'll be on Friday. And on Thursday is my off days. I'm sure. Not see if any other questions on here. If not, we're gonna end it right now. Okay. What do you think about the Instagram post about Nick Fertile? Not Nick Fertile, Cannon. I think he has pneumonia. I think it's flu season. I was sick for about 2 weeks with I think I had RSV or RVS or whatever. I had a cold, not COVID, whatever else. I had that. Was sick for 2 weeks. I think a lot of people are getting sick right now. I know Chris, C. Diggy was sick recently, whatever. My best friend Karla is sick right now. A lot of folk are getting sick. Nick not excluded from getting sick. I hope he's okay. I hope because he's a little sickly or whatever. So I hope he does okay. I know he's been sad because it's the anniversary of his son's death. But I mean, he has pneumonia. That's sad. We want him to be better. Okay, want him to be better, and that's all we can say. Other than that, what I'm saying, ain't no more kids out there. Hope not. Trying to see if that's it. I think that is it. Okay, so yes, we are done. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this quick little live. Okay, live, or whatever. There are other videos on my channel. Go watch them. Do not forget to be around here. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. But also like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Okay, a good time with have it all for Tuesday. Foolishness and what's not chit chat. Okay, I'm not, what stuff going on, but I don't know. Other than that, I hope we all had a good time. I love you all. Okay, I want everybody to be safe and secure and love. Okay, and in the house somewhere, warm and stuff. I will say good night. I love you all. Until next time, I gotta go. Bye.